Okay, let me know if you guys hear me. Let me know if you guys see me. I think we're live. Definitely are. Just hopefully you guys can see me and hear me. I'm going to set up the Blue Castle background, and then we'll get started with our show. Appreciate you guys hitting the likes on the way in. It helps us grow, helps us keep doing what we're doing here. We're trying to get to 5,500 subscribers as quickly as possible. And we have been, momentum has been building, but we also got to give a shout out to crypto banker SHX for shouting out our channel on his X. It has helped to boost our, X followers and YouTube subscribers, all that good stuff. You guys know. Appreciate you, everybody who's helping us grow wherever they are. But let me get the Blue Castle on up. One more second, guys. Appreciate your patience. Where is it at? There it is. There's the Blue Castle. Our humble abode. JC in the house. Silver Days in the house. Guys, once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong. Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and I'm so grateful for the best community jumping on in. Silver Days, AN Wood, JC. We got Green Giants. We got Blue Wrenches. We got Grays. We got the whole shebang, man. I'm so grateful for you guys tuning in. We try to stream daily at around 3:30 p.m. PST, Monday through Friday. Saturdays, it's kind of random, but we try to get a stream in when we can. I'll try to put up, a notification of when to expect the stream. But most of the time, Saturday and Sundays, if we do stream, are random. So Monday through Friday, 3:30 p.m. PST is when you want deep reds. We got them here without a doubt. And we got a hell of a list of deep reds for you guys today. Let me see if we can. Yeah, we got one page and we got close to 2 full pages of deep reds, going from cryptos that are red across the board or seem like, maybe they're up 1 or 2% on the daily, the 30-day or something like that, right? But they're significantly down on the year. They're 50+% down on the year without a doubt. So we're going to be going over some deep reds. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's top 25 future-proof list. We'll try to give you guys more lists in the future. Maybe we make that a Thursday or Wednesday thing is when we do a top 25 of crypto lists. But we got to stick with the deep reds while we got them, man. Market is still red. Cryptos are still down. And especially some powerhouses, man. We got some good cryptos to list here. I've been looking over more at the Decentralized Recovery Securitized Interledger Foundation list and trying to put those cryptos on here because they're definitely in the deep reds, right? So we want to, if the Decentralized Recovery Alliance is following them or Securitize is following them or Dilip freaking Rao, formerly for Ripple, is following them, or Ripple teams, Hedera teams, Securitize, I think I already mentioned that, and Interledger Foundation. Not many people do. So many people sleeping on Interledger Protocol, and that thing has just been developing and killing it. Can't wait to see what Interledger Protocol is going to do. People are sleeping on that big time. Bloopity bloop in the house. Appreciate you jumping on in, guys. Once again, hitting the like. The algorithm recognizes action, so hitting the like helps bring more people into the chat and helps us maybe discover a crypto that we don't know about. So I just want to give a shout out to those people. We checked out Stable STBL yesterday. Looks decent. For a low cap crypto that is relatively red, STBL could be an interesting trade. I don't think they provide decentralized recovery, though. I don't think they're ISO 20022 compliant. But STBL, kind of in the reds, could be an interesting one without a doubt. I think somebody was asking what I thought about STBL. Interesting payments token, interesting connections without a doubt. Small supply, small price. Once again, looking like a good tradle, but doesn't have some of those powerhouse factors that we would like to see in our digital assets. But hey, somebody asked what I thought about it. Those are my thoughts. Looking like an interesting short-term tradle. At least while it's in the reds and while that supply is low and the price is low, can't go, can't be too bad. As long as, my coffee money could possibly go a long way with that. Interested to see what STBL will do. Let's go, homies. Saturday morning here in New Zealand. Let's go hustle hard crypto. So technically a Saturday stream for the peeps on over down under. Appreciate you guys. Bloopity bloop. AM Wood. Guys, it's hot as heck in my car. Man, it's been getting packed around where I am that I can't be. I haven't been able to get my usual parking spot, which gives me a good amount of shade But hey, it is what it is. Or maybe the sun is not going away as quickly. Probably that. We're probably having longer days, or who knows. But anyways, once again, not a financial advisor, not a pro trader, won't ever tell you what to do. I am always wrong. Blue Foundation, always right. This is the worst show with the best community. How about we start jumping into some deep reds, guys? Let's start off with our first deep red. We're going for cryptos that are 50% plus down on the year. So we're going to get deeper and deeper and riskier. The higher the percentage down on the year, the more risky that project probably is to invest in. But also, at the same time, our coffee money, a little swing could turn out to be a home run if it hits, right? So Rock119, appreciate the positive vibes and good times, man. Always good vibes and good times in this chat. I appreciate you jumping in with your good vibes, man. And thanks for telling me what to do. I appreciate it. What a time to be alive. TIBBIR in the house. What's up, dude? Dude, the two cryptos that we have been talking about on this channel, and I got to give Base Patsy the credit on one of them, TIBBIR. TIBBIR has been killing it. TIBBIR has been doing some good things for the Blue Foundation. Very, very excited for TIBBIR. And where TIBBIR is going to be going. I'm holding on to my TIBBIR for the long run. It looks like they're setting up some really good things for the years to come here for TIBBIR. So very excited with TIBBIR with that low supply. I guess it's a low price still, but we don't like chasing green. We don't like chasing green, but TIBBIR, we're enjoying the green. We are definitely enjoying the green with TIBBIR. And then XPX as well. XPX was right across the board at 0001, 0002. Now XPX climbing up a little bit to 0005. Don't want to get too excited, but definitely happy that those two are top gainers on our list right there. In the past month, man, they're both, I think, like a near 100% plus, right, in terms of gains. So hopefully Blue Foundation got to get in when it was right across the board, super low sentiment, and now we got options. Now we got a 2x plus going on with those cryptos. Maybe we want to make a little trade here or there. But damn, good to see XPX at least bubbling up and showing some signs of life. First, deep red on the list to go over here, you guys, at the shallow end of the deep reds, if you will. But I accumulated some actually recently. Very bullish on Near Protocol at $2.26. We've seen Near Protocol at around $1 before in 2023. Now it's at $2.26. Maybe we're close to a bottom here, but as it starts getting closer and closer to that former bottom, I'm hammering away on some Near Protocol. 1.2 billion supply, negative 51% down. Very excited for Near Protocol here at $2.26. Velo, what's up, Lee? Yeah, hey, man, we like Velo as well as a short-term tradle, especially with that price and supply where it's at right now in the 008s. Some of the things that are turnoffs, it's not a USA, full-on USA crypto. I do like that Jed McCaleb is an advisor for it, so some pluses there. I don't like that it's an inflationary token, so hopefully it doesn't, hopefully it has a max supply or decides to have a max supply. It doesn't do decentralized recovery, so I would like for Velo to maybe work towards doing decentralized recovery and quantum resistance. That would be great. But Velo at 008, definitely looking like, hey, man, our coffee money could possibly go a long way. It's a 27 billion supply or so for Velo. So definitely good shout out there for Velo. But I like the Blue Castle SHX a tiny bit more. The Nacha connection is hard to overlook when it comes to SHX. But why can't we have both? Why can't we have both? Why can't we get exposure across that whole XLM ecosystem while it's still young right here? I mean, nobody's exploring their DeFi. Nobody is talking about their DeFi. We're cranking out FO daily, right? FO was at 19 cents. Now it's at 27 cents for FO. Just building up, accumulating whole numbers of FO daily, possibly converting some of it into SHX if we like. Aqua, the Aqua must flow. We love Aquarius at 000s. This is one of the better opportunities out there with Aqua. I mean, nobody knows what a bull cycle looks like for Aqua, but we're excited. I mean, dude, this one's a 000 gem without a doubt for Aqua. Very excited for this crypto. Another one, XRF, right? The native Oracle solution for the XLM ecosystem. You got BLND, YBX, Afrium. I mean, you can just continue going on with XLM. It's all undervalued at that point. XLM's up on the year. SHX is up on the year. But, you know, still very undervalued ecosystem. Nobody's exploring the DeFi yet in that ecosystem. You know, also, you know, LSP, right? LSP, Lumen Swap. We just had some crazy wind and rainstorm, destroyed a lot of my vegetable plants. Oh, damn, dude. That's great. Dude, I'm hoping that the winds, hey, man, we're getting close to that 1 year anniversary of the fires that happened here in Los Angeles, right? And, you know, hopefully the winds aren't as strong this year, but you just never know. And if they are, I hope we have the proper preparations this time around for, you know, what's to go down, you know. 100% in circulation. Let's go October. Let's go October. Shout out to you, man. Can XPR be transferred directly to Decent wallet, or do I have to create a BNB account? And I think you're talking about XPX. Can it be transferred directly to Decent, or do I have to create a BNB account in order to send it to the Decent wallet? I don't have my XPX in a Decent wallet. I have it in the Sirius Chain Proxima X wallet. So I can't really help you out with that question when it comes around to Decent, JC. But maybe the Blue Foundation here can help you guys out. Here, let me pin your question here just so. He means XPX, not XPR. But there's the message pin if anybody wants to help him. Forgive me if I already asked ZBCN. Bueno, no bueno. ZBCN is bueno. We talked about ZBCN and triple zeros. I liked it more in triple zeros. I still like it, you know, with new listings, and it went down. So I'm liking ZBEC without a doubt. You know, joining the Stellar ecosystem helps as well. ZBEC, ZBCN, we like ZBCN here without a doubt. Still holding to my ZBCN from triple zeros, and you know, looking forward to seeing what can go down in a bull cycle, man. We have, dude, ZBCN has been bullish without the bull cycle, right? So I'm excited to see what happens when it does have a bull cycle. SHX over Velo, but Velo is a good red at the moment. Exactly, man. I like it. I like it as a red. I definitely, hey, we like the deep reds. We'll take some swings with some deep reds without a doubt. XPR on MetalPay or WebAuth wallet. I like XPR on MetalPay, I think. Hello, Blue Crew. AD, what's up, Alex Yeet? Good to see you, my man. I think the market will crash soon, maybe January. From what I've seen, a lot of smart money selling a lot of their stock positions. Yep, it's probably going to get redder, man. I mean, you still have a lot of cryptos, like the blue chip cryptos that are up. For example, like, you know, I'm, God forbid, but XRP is at like 300% up on the year, right? So you got similar cryptos like that that are in the, you know, top parts of that market cap right there that are up on the year. They can go down, and that could still affect a lot of these low caps. And we could see new lows to these low caps that we would have never thought we would ever see. Right. So, you know, just being mentally prepared for that. But that's why we don't like to go all in all at once or go big or go home. Right. We like to chip away little by little. $5. Dude, I bought $5 worth of I skipped my coffee, bought $5 worth of near today, got myself a whole number of and then some of near, you know, 2 whole numbers of near. Right. Just chipping away with money that I can afford to lose. I don't want to be stressing over my portfolio because it has way, you know, I like my portfolio, don't get me wrong, but, you know, I don't want to be stressing over it. You know, I wanted it to be an accumulation of money that I've been able to, you know, been willing to lose for years into these cryptos, right? Just chipping away, being a freaking ninja, not letting the volatility get to me. When we get red, maybe we chip away a $10 venti coffee worth, but just day in, day out, $5 at a time, $10 at a time, $20 at a time. I don't know what throwaway money is for you guys, but I'm just saying, like, you know, we try to stay level-headed because that's the way we don't lose it over the volatility, and that's the way we don't panic sell, especially, right? That's how we don't let our emotions get the best of us in this market, without a doubt. Psych Evolve, congratulations, man. You got a blue wrench, my dude. You've been supporting this channel really well. Consistently, dude. Shout out to you. Can everybody welcome Psych Evolve? And JC, dude, I feel like I've seen you forever, man. But, you know, tune in for another stream. You'll get a blue wrench as well, dude. Shout out to you, man. Is Rose still a good one, G? Oh, Rose is amazing, bro. I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves here on the deep reds list, guys. I got to go through the deep reds. We only went through one. We've literally only gone through one, and that was Near Protocol at $2.26. AI powerhouse right here. ZK Proofs, powerhouse right here, negative 51%, 1.2 billion supply for Near Protocol. They will all go down 75% as usual. There you go. Send it directly, descent to XRP. No need for BNB for XRP. No, he's talking about XPX. He's talking Crypto Warbird. He's talking about XPX, the Serious Chain XPX, not XPR, not XRP. We love those cryptos, but he's talking in particular XPX. He just wants to make sure he's doing the right thing with his XPX here. What did the trial? Let me see. I got a dog named Sheba and Luna, and my late mom name was Rose Mary. Let's go. TIBBIR has been going up. Yogi, yeah, let's go TIBBIR, dude. Loving TIBBIR. We're hopping around like little freaking frogs, man. Shout out to Base Patsy, dude. I'm loving my bag of TIBBIR. I'm holding in for the long term, man. The stuff that Base Patsy has been, sending me, it's getting me more bullish on TIBBIR by the day. That X402 standard is legit. It's not more legit than ISO 20022, but it definitely is a newer narrative that people will get excited about. But dude, ISO 20022 is a $100 trillion plus opportunity right there for ISO 20022. X402 is like multiple trillions. Let's not get it twisted. That's really freaking important for X402. But we're talking about like large payment transfers from bank to bank happening digitally through the ISO 20022 rails. That's the ultimate backbone. X402 is like something that's on top of that, right? And it's still valuable. And TIBBIR is looking like it's going to have a massive impact on X402. So is Near Protocol. Near Protocol is part of this X402 collection there. So that's why we're liking here Near Protocol at negative 51%, 1.2 billion supplies. Guys, next crypto. If we can get 25 likes on the stream, I'd be so grateful, guys. You guys know we got the shadow ban overhead here. So every little bit of support helps us inch closer and closer to getting to 6K subscribers. And we hope to get there by the end of the year, man. We've been streaming for 9 freaking years, close to the 9th year. This is going to be our 9th year. And, I'm just so grateful for everybody's support. But, after seeing yesterday, like Crypto Banker just literally giving me a shout out and getting, I kid you not, I've gotten over like 100 followers on X, and I've gotten maybe 20 new subscribers on YouTube. So, anybody's support just really helps us grow and helps, they really don't want people knowing about our channel and knowing about our X. We're spitting too much fire, apparently. The Blue Foundation is doing too good of a job building their bubble next to the elite bubble, and it just is what it is, right? It just is what it is, man. Hey, they gave us the opportunities. They can't, like, why are they punishing us for it? Like, for taking advantage of it. But it is what it is. All right, let me, hopefully you got your answer there, JC. I hope the best. Garlinghouse and Fink got to be working together to be number 1 and 2. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, dude, it's going to be fun in the crypto space when BTC gets dethroned from that top spot. When BTC gets dethroned from the number 1 spot, get ready, man. It's going to be freaking going nuts. The speculation will be out of this freaking world, without a doubt. All right, let's go to our next crypto, next like right here, Render Protocol, or Render, RENDER at $2.46, negative 52% down, looking like a decent place to start chipping away. It may go to $1.50 or $1.75, one of its previous lows, but at 246, negative 52% down, right across the board, with only a 644 million supply. Render, definitely doing some things, and looking really good here in the deep reds. Next crypto, next like, Filecoin at $1.56, negative 58% down, right across all these cryptos are right across the board. I always try to keep it with cryptos that are basically right across the board. Sure, they may have 1 or 2% gains in the past 24 hours or in the hour or in the 30-day or 90-day, but they're down on the year. Negative 58% down on the year for Filecoin. With a virtual machine, mind you, it has a native virtual machine for Filecoin that they developed during a bear cycle. So Filecoin at $1.56, freaking Brad Garlinghouse was an angel investor in this. Freaking Greg Kidd was an angel investor in this. So at $1.56, looking like a decent opportunity to get whole numbers of a powerhouse decentralized storage for Web3 right here at 2 billion supply, $1.56, negative 58% down. AM Wood, today's list, we just got started, man. We just mentioned Near Protocol, Render, and Filecoin. It's just deep reds. It's just literally deep reds. Just cryptos that I saw were right across the board that I think have some, that they could provide either decentralized recovery, Securitize follows them, or Interledger Protocol follows them, or Ripple team members and Hedera team members follow it, right? So going down the line here now, next crypto, next like right here, Kava. Kava in the Cosmos ecosystem, heck of a following on X. And dude, we've played a love and hate game with this crypto, man. We've cashed out when we needed to cash out on Kava, but now it's bringing us back in here at 13 cents, 1 billion supply that is officially capped. It's one of the only non-inflationary cryptos in the Cosmos ecosystem. 13 cents, negative 60% down, 1 billion supply. I repeat, 1 billion supply. My coffee money could go a long way here if this thing turns out to be $13 or $130 with that supply. So Kava, we can stake it, right? Make it work for us while we're waiting for Kava to dig itself out of this 60% hole on the year right here, negative 60% down. So Kava at 13 cents, negative 16% down, or 60% down, 1 billion supply. Kava not looking too damn bad there either. We got Graph, the Graph token, GRT at 6 cents, negative 60% down, 10 billion supply. Dude, Graph at 6 cents. We can get 100 of these, probably easily do some damage to that 10 billion. Never have to think about it again. That's what I love about the deep reds, guys. I like taking my little swing with my $5 to $10, $25, whatever amount that's good for you, in terms of chipping away, right? GRT at 6 cents, negative 60% down. Dude, people get excited about this crypto when it's bullish, but of course, low sentiment right now, low percentage down on the year. Not many people talking about GRT, but look at the quality of the followers that they have on X. And once again, it's not always about like who follows you on X, right? It's, sometimes it's about the actual quality of the project. But dude, the really, really quality following, right? When you have Decentralized Recovery Alliance or Interledger Foundation following you, you got to start paying attention. So GRT at 6 cents, negative 60% down, 10 billion supply. We got ICP, Internet Computer at $3.14, negative 61% down on the year, 517 million supply. So, Solana with the 500 million supply hit $200 from this range when we've talked about it before. I'm not saying ICP is going to do it, but that's its potential outcome, right? So I like getting some whole numbers of ICP here at around this range, negative 61% down, 517 million supply. And, these shallow deep reds are just as risky as the super deep reds, right? Because they can go deeper into the reds, right? Negative 61% down doesn't mean it's like, it's hitting its bottom. What if it goes 75? What if it goes to 80% down? Then we're talking about ICP at like $1 or $1.50, right? But once it starts going negative 50% down on the year, I start liking to just chip away little by little. Never going big, because if it goes deeper, I'll have some bags, right? If it goes deeper into the deep red, I'll have some ammunition to chip away again and even get a bigger bag, right? So ICP not looking too bad here, though, at negative 61% down, $3.14, 517 million supply. Guys, before we get to the second or the last four of this first page of deep reds, we got 2 pages of deep reds for you guys today. Let me catch up with some of the chat here. Appreciate everybody supporting. If you guys are watching for the first time, I am so grateful to y'all. Hopefully you guys dig this format of, learning about cryptos that have very low sentiment and nobody cares about, but they're freaking powerhouses in their own right. They just need the bull cycle to remind everybody. Surprise, I'm reminding you that XRP sits at the center of everything Ripple does. Lock in. There we go. Yep. TIBBIR has been going up. Let's go TIBBIR. Yeah, let's go TIBBIR. Love having a diversified portfolio, man. Love it. And yeah, of course, any cryptos that XRPL is connected with or collaborating with, definitely loving those too. JC, is that clear? Okay, there you go. AM Wood, appreciate you helping them out. Appreciate you. Let me see what else we got. Moon X Do is absolutely going to pop when it does. Decide to awaken. Remember these words, going to billions in market cap. I appreciate that, dude. That's the one I forgot to look at right there, Abe, is Do. So I appreciate you shouting that one out, my man. I did write that down, but I got to remember to add that to our list and do a little research on it so I can talk with you all about it. I appreciate it. I'm calling Brad Garlinghouse used to babysit you, not a genuine guy. I'm calling 150K BTC for end of year, if that. Nice. Okay. Selmo Fudd, what's up, dude? By the way, we like HNS, Handshake. I mean, that's not necessarily a deep red crypto, but man, we've been getting really excited with Handshake as well, HNS. Very unique crypto in the space, basically one of the only ones that does what it does. XDNA, I'll check it out. I'll write it down. Thank you. Appreciate you, Lee. How about AI Tech? Okay. I'll check out AI Tech as well. Dude, there's so many cryptos that are called that, though. Like, is that the ticker for AI Tech, OB? I hope so. All right, guys. Next crypto, next like, EGLD, Multiverse X, at $9.87, negative 61% down on the year, 28 million supply. Holy cow. You know, we get one EGLD. That could be possibly life-changing, man. With that 28 million supply, you could stake this crypto. It's part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. That is big. It can do what not many other cryptos can do. There's only a select amount of cryptos that can provide decentralized recovery, and people don't understand how important decentralized recovery is going to be until the cyber event happens. When that cyber event happens and you're not able to recover your assets, right, whatsoever, but EGLD, you know, and the rest of the decentralized recovery can, then you'll know what the benefit of freaking decentralized recovery is, right? Businesses and banks don't want to work with something that has a centralized point of failure in terms of recovery of assets. They're going to want to work with this Decentralized Recovery Alliance, and it's going to be a big deal. So EGLD at $9.87, negative 61% down, 28 million supply. Looking good doing it. He's saying, I think we go up this weekend. Dude, there's got to be some green. There's got to be some relief, you know, green to come, right? So hopefully we've been just smashing these deep reds and we can make some relief green without a doubt. Hey, and you know, some speculation that I forgot to bring up here with XPX. XPX at 0005. I'm trying to think of, like, no way the Blue Crew has this much of the Blue Foundation has this much of an impact on XPX's price to make it go from 0001 to 0005. So I'm thinking something might have turned on with XPX, and I don't want to like be hyperbolic. Once again, this is just speculative and I'm always wrong, but now knowing that the ISO 20022 event is happening in November 22nd, maybe we're getting some ISO 20022 hype and speculation going into the ISO 20022 cryptos leading up to that November 22nd event, right? And then when November 22nd happens and everybody realizes we're still on the traditional rails, what the hell are they talking about? I thought it was going to be fully migrated over to ISO 20022. Sure, it might be, but ISO 20022 is more for when the traditional rails get attacked and we transfer fully over to the ISO 20022 standard after the cyber event of 2027. You have a point when, yeah, exactly, dude. That's why we've been talking about decentralized recovery. It's like, it's flying over people's heads, you know, that they're not, you know, I'm surprised that nobody talks about the Decentralized Recovery Alliance more. I bet that they love it. I bet that the elite love it. They're like, wow, they have no clue that we've already chosen the cryptos that we want to use, and they're part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. They have no freaking clue. Well, the Blue Foundation does. Luckily, we do. All right, let's keep hyperbole. Let's lean into the hyperbole. There you go. I like that, October. All right, next crypto, next like right here, Cody. Cody's followed by the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. They've provided for ADA Pay, right? They've had partnerships and collaborations with ADA, privacy focused, DAG based tech. Cody at 3 cents, negative 66% down. Call Tyrone. What's up, man? What are you doing without a blue wrench? Call Tyrone. You've been supporting the channel for a good bit too, man. Shout out to you. Cody, guys, if you're wondering where the Blue Crew, began, we're the Blue Foundation now. We've evolved, right? We've been the Blue Crew for many years, right? The Blue Crew started here in this channel, right? So wherever you hear Blue Crew, it started here on this freaking channel many years ago when I started giving blue wrenches to everybody in the freaking chat, right? And then it just started to become a theme for other YouTube channels as well. And that's freaking awesome. We love it. But now we've evolved to the Blue Foundation. So if you hear people saying Blue Crew, they don't understand that we've already taken that next step. We're already into the next evolution here, right? So Blue Foundation, it is. So Cody Network, Blue Crypto, 3 cents, very close to its previous bottom. Hell, it's close to its bottom before it was listed on Coinbase last bull cycle, right? Negative 66% down, 2 billion supply. Cody is a powerhouse in the making, and people are sleeping on this one, not the Blue Foundation. Easy to get on Coinbase, easy to get whole numbers while we can and do some damage to that 2 billion supply. Cody at 3 cents looking like a killer right here, man. Loving this one as a deep red at that range. Greg Kidd was on the board of advisors for this freaking project. If you don't know who Greg Kidd is, this guy's a beast. Chief Risk Officer of Ripple, angel investor in Twitter and many other big platforms, angel investor in Filecoin, angel investor in Ripple, right? Hedera, Solana. I mean, dude, Greg Kidd knows what's going on, and he's very bullish on Track right now. TRAC. He's very, very bullish on Origin Trail and Track. There's things going. Origin Trail and Track have connections with IOTA, by the way, to keep in mind. So I digress. Cody, one of Greg Kidd's baskets right there. Cody at 3 cents is back to where we discovered it when it was in the Greg Kidd portfolio. It started at 1 penny, 2 pennies. Now it's at 3 pennies. We may be at a bottom here for Cody. Just maybe. Negative 66% down, 2 billion supply. Then we go to APT Aptos. Aptos at $3.30, negative 67% down, 1.1 billion supply. Aptos, powerhouse smart contracts platform right here. And dude, it could go down further just because that price with that supply looks a little bit, iffy, but it's just showing that there's utility in this platform as well. But if we go to $1.30, it is what it is, but we're chipping away. We're starting to do little chips away at Aptos at around this range, right? If it goes to 90% down, hey, we're going to still mention it in the deep reds for sure. So Aptos, $3.30, negative 67% down on the year, 1.1 billion supply. XX Network. XX Network is the deep red of 2025. We had SHX as our deep red of 2023. HBAR is our deep red of 2024. And XX Network here as our deep red of 2025. 1 penny, negative 69% down, 1 billion supply. Less than that. It's like 950 million now or something like that for XX Network. Quantum, the only legitimately active quantum resistant crypto that is out there. ISO 20022 compliant, has a bridge with the XRPL. What else? What else am I missing? Chris Larson invested in the Elixir Network, which is the creators of the XX Network. David Chaum, the creator, is the godfather of crypto. He created eCash, right? So, and he's spoken with central banks on private CBDCs. So XX Network, one of the biggest sleepers without a doubt, and probably one of the reasons why our channel is on shadow ban, or our X is on shadow ban. They don't like us talking about these cryptos too much. They want the sentiment to be low. They want nobody to know about these. Let me see what else we got going on here. Shout out to everybody else in the chat. Yeah, dude, that XDC ecosystem without a doubt is awesome. WCO, formerly WTK, I think has a bright future. Hopefully they didn't rebrand just to get the sick taste out of people's mouth, man, because the way WTK ended, that was bloody. That was bloody. There were so many people that were bullish on WadsPay. I hope they're just not rebranding to WCO to make people forget, you know, what they did with WADS Pay and WTK. That one's definitely very, very high risk, very, very high risk. So WCO, maybe coffee money, you know, maybe my $5 in there and never think about it again for years and see where WCO goes from there. But, you know, the way WADS Pay left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth, definitely a high risk one, it seems like, for WCO, Abe. I have to mention again, sorry, I'm a broken record. Yeah, plugin. Yeah, Ply for sure, dude. Ply is definitely at a penny, right? Or is it sub a penny now for Ply? Ply definitely a good sleeper. Do you mean to tell the charlatans? What's up, dude? What's up, WEF Patsy? I appreciate you jumping on in, man. Much love to you. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, I'm still catching my breath from that one. I hear you. I hear you. Shout out to everybody here. Base Patsy, good convo earlier. We were just talking about TIBBIR and X402, and very excited for the future of TIBBIR for the years to come. Happy to have a bag of TIBBIR. I accumulated more TIBBIR and more NEAR protocol today. Definitely got some more NEAR after seeing that X402, because NEAR is deep reds across the board, and it looks like people are just forgetting about NEAR protocol, man, and that's going to be to their detriment, dude. That's going to be their fault, unfortunately. Moving on to our last page of deep reds here, guys. Next crypto, next like Hashpack, the PAC token, PACK. Hashpack is the native wallet of the Hedera ecosystem. This crypto is a powerhouse, right? The wallet is awesome, able to access all the DeFi opportunities through it. For the Hedera ecosystem, can swap to Hedera ecosystem tokens within it, right? You get rewards for doing transactions with the Hashpack. You earn PAC for using the Hashpack. So love, and you can stake it. That's the great thing too. It's at 1 penny, negative 70% down, 1 billion supply. So Hashpack at 1 penny, 1 billion supply, negative 70% down. Love hodling, you know, if I can try to get 1,000 of these and then just stake it, make it work for me, build up some XPAC, and then, you know, cash out those rewards when the bull cycle comes around, I won't ever have to worry about my bag of PAC ever again. So while it's low, while people are sleeping on it, remember, this is I think it's the only wallet in the whole crypto ecosystem that has a dedicated crypto that is part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. So PAC can provide decentralized recovery. That is massive. So PACK, I understand it's just a wallet crypto, but it can do what many other cryptos cannot. And so PAC at PACK, 1 cent, negative 70% down, 1 billion supply. Yeah, getting my bags packed for sure, for sure. So PACK, 1 penny, negative 70% down, 1 billion supply. We could do damage, dude. There's only 1 billion PAC. $5 can go possibly a long way here, right? I keep saying $5 because I'm trying to let you guys know, like, the type of mentality I go with. I'm looking to take little swings that have big impacts, right? That's what I want. And, you know, I don't want to ever overinvest. I did that in my earlier times in the crypto space, bit me in the butt, never doing it again, hammering only deep reds, never chasing green candles ever again. I don't care how awesome your crypto is. I don't care if you think it has more juice left in the tank, because it's just been pumping like freaking crazy. I'll wait for the deep reds. People try to sell me on Caspa when Caspa was pumping. Now I like Caspa in the deep reds. How funny is that, right? But it was freaking green across the board. Everybody telling me, dude, Caspa's running. It's got so much juice, right? You got to get some. I can't believe you're not talking about it more. We talk about cryptos that have very low sentiment. Maybe that's why we're not a popular channel, because people want to go to the channels that are talking about the popular cryptos that are popping off already, right? Hell, the only crypto that we're talking about right now that has been popping off is a little bit, right? You know, XPX is still down on the year, so we can still talk about it here and there, but it started running, right? So I'm not going to be talking about too much, because just in case it goes back into the deep reds. And then TIBBIR. We like TIBBIR because we're supporting the base Patsy here for giving us an amazing call. Dude, the guy was in at 2 cents, and he gave, you know, he was telling us about TIBBIR when it was, I think, at 2 cents or 5 cents or 10 cents, right? And we've been enjoying the ride. So we're just talking about TIBBIR and saying, like, dude, we're loving the ride that we're in, man. We got some of our bags, and we're excited to see where TIBBIR is going to go. But who knows? Maybe there's retracement days for TIBBIR, and then that's when we'll be here going, yo, TIBBIR, deep reds, maybe not on the yearly or the 90-day, but 24-hour, 30-day. You know, I give you the lowdown, right? But, you know, just appreciate everybody's support and understanding as always. Yeah, Jasmine. Jasmine's definitely a deep dude. We were just talking about, I have the proof. I have the proof right here. I got Jasmine proof right here, dude. We talked about Jasmine at, I mean, in 005 range in the past, right, as a deep red, but it came back into the 00 ranges and we had to talk about it again, right? Oh, here, look, here's my Caspa at 5 cents, man. Oh, dang it. Come on. Yeah, Caspa at 5 cents around here, right on this one. But let me see. Oh, I still like XPnet at 0005. Yep. Oh man. Yeah, XPnet. Let me see where our talk about Jasmine just recently at 009, right? Wasn't too long ago, so I don't have to scroll back too much here. Yeah, Jasmine. 00. Oh, come on, man. 009 Jasmine, right? 50% down, 50 billion supply, right? Jasmine's moving on up now, right? I mean, it's at a penny. It's like, it's not like it moved up a ton, but Jasmine, followed by the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, guys. Follow, you know, good quality following going on here for Jasmine. So very excited for where Jasmine could go. Good shout out by the, you know, Blue Crew. Who gave that shout out right there? Was it AM Wood? XPIN is still only getting started. Yeah, we talked about XPIN as well. Let's see what else. Imagine the total value of your portfolio in the next month. All you had to do is top blast TIBBIR and XPX. Yeah. Oh, no. I put XPX there. W of Patsy, the top 2 gaining cryptos on our list, and I said this to start off the stream. The top 2 gaining cryptos, I kid you not, Base Patsy, I know you're going to get excited about this, is TIBBIR and XPX. And XPX is leading a little bit more than TIBBIR right now, but those are the top 2 ones, man. So we got to feel like freaking bosses right now for talking about those cryptos, man. So yeah, shout out to you, dude. Hopefully you make, you know, hopefully you get to the promised land and then some and see complete financial freedom. I'm sure you already have financial freedom, but I hope you get even more than that, man. I hope you even get more than that. I hope the financial freedom unlocks spiritual and mental and physical freedom for you as well. Man, I sold my XPX a while ago. Couldn't wait. All good, W of Patsy. Hey, man, people, you know, it's not, the deep reds aren't for everybody, man. Deep reds aren't for everybody, dude. But anyways, here we go. So we got next crypto, next like. We just talked about Hashpack at a penny, negative 70 billion, or negative 70% down, 1 billion. Pyth Network at 11 cents, negative 70% down, 10 billion supply. Pyth has Decentralized Recovery Alliance following them. Pyth at 11 cents, not looking too bad. We've been waiting for Pyth to start giving us more, you know, information, because this crypto we've been following when it came out. We let the Blue Crew know, but we're like, you know, it's just a fresh crypto. This thing could freaking tank, but we'll be here in the deep reds. And now it's starting to get deeper in the deep reds at negative 70% down on the year right now for Pyth at 11 cents, 10 billion supply. Patsy's saying, so shut the hell up and buy. Yeah, there you go. HNT, $1.98. Helium. We've been talking about helium more in the deep reds. Helium, you know, a lot of people sleeping on this one with as well. We can get whole numbers of this one easily at $1.98, 223 million supply, negative 72% down for HNT. Next crypto, next like. I wonder what the Blue Crew is going to think about this one. But, you know, this one's looking, dude, Securitize likes this crypto. Algorand likes this crypto. The Decentralized Recovery Alliance basically likes this crypto. If Algorand's liking them and they're collaborating with them, and Securitize freaking likes them, I'm liking this crypto. W, that's literally the ticker, is just W. Wormhole at 7 cents, negative 73% down, 10 billion supply. We have been waiting for this one to go into the deep reds as well, and it has begun to go into the deep reds as well, but it has been doing some good things. I'm excited to accumulate W while it's in the pennies range. Maybe it goes to double zeros, right? But we're just chipping away. We're starting to build a position here with W while it's in the deep reds. LSK, lots of Ripple team members follow Lisk. right here. LSK at 21 cents, negative 73% down, 120 million supply. I repeat, whole numbers of a 120 million supply crypto, 21 cents, negative 73% down. So LSK not looking too bad here as well. I'm interested to see what LSK is going to do during a bull cycle. Next crypto, next like. Guys, I appreciate everybody's support. No, I could see it coming back to 30 cents in next days or weeks. 40 cents is now at all-time high. Let's go, dude. Let's go, TIBBIR. Let's go, TIBBIR. Let's hop around having a good time. I'm happy Patsy has a crypto that's doesn't test his patience and just only gives gains. There you go, my dude. Congratulations. G needs more G. Dude, G is starting to get into the double zeros for sure. The gravity chain definitely, starting to take a massive hit. I might wait a little bit more on G right there, but you're right, dude. That G token, why can't I get more G? Yo, G Money, why does JD Vance wear eyeliner? Miles P is because, everybody in the elite are secretly vampires and they're all pale skinned. They're very, very pale skinned. And so they put makeup on to not let you know that they're freaking vampires, man. That's what happens, dude. It just is what it is, right? They love being in front of TV because they got the makeup artist taking care of them and all that type of stuff. And you just see them in that way. You never see them in real life. You never see them behind closed doors. You never see what they're doing, like when they don't have the makeup on, right? XVG on Weeks and Bitmart Ape. Yeah, XVG, people have been talking up XVG and Verge, ISO 20022 compliant crypto, OG Dino crypto, privacy crypto as well, has been around for a good while. Can't provide decentralized recovery, unfortunately. Wish it could because it's an awesome privacy focused crypto. But, that's one of the, kind of like the factors with XVG. But they've done a really good job of having people not think too much about it. And it's an X crypto. It's been around for a good while. It always pumps during bull cycles. So XVG not looking too bad as well. Very high risk because it doesn't provide decentralized recovery. But at the same time, could be a good one. Could be a good one for coffee money that, little swing that goes a long way, right? Here we go. So next crypto, next like is AKT, 63 cents, negative 73% down, 388 million supply. Former IBM developer is the founder of this project, decentralized cloud storage of the Cosmos ecosystem. And we know Cosmos is a really, really freaking big deal. Tendermint is a big deal. This ecosystem in general has been taking a massive beating. AKT at 63 cents is looking like a good opportunity. Osmosis Zone is looking like a good opportunity as well at around 11 cents. So being able to scoop up whole numbers of both of these cryptos and being able to stake them, make them work for us, provide them in liquidity pools in the Osmosis Zone, right? Good opportunities right here. So AKT, 63 cents, negative 73% down, 388 million supply. Now we go to the blue rose. As you guys can see, I got blue roses all over my blue castle of blue bricks with blue dragons flying around them. Shout out to the Dragon Chain peeps as well. Dragon Chain still one of the better values out there at around a penny. 300 million supply. Patents, USA Today, blockchain. Let's freaking go for Dragon Chain. But the blue rose, man, Oasis Protocol, part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. OG AI crypto, OG privacy focused crypto, and can provide decentralized recovery. That is a heck of a combination there for Rose. The blue rose at a penny, negative 76% down. So easy to get 100 of these. Even, might take a little effort, but to get 1,000 Rose and then put it in the Rose wallet, have it stake for us, build up some staking rewards while we're waiting for a bull cycle for Rose. ROSE, blue roses are an anomaly in nature, and this one's going to be an anomaly in the crypto space without a doubt, being able to provide decentralized recovery, AI, and privacy. Let's freaking go. Rose at a penny, part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance, negative 76% down, 10 billion supply. Dude, just wait for when Rose and once again, the Decentralized Recovery Alliance is comprised of HBAR, XRPL, Algorand, or the Get Wreck Alliance as a Base Patsy. I'm trying to beat you to the punch there, Base Patsy, before you say Get Wrecked Alliance. But the Decentralized Recovery Alliance is comprised of XRP, Algorand, HBAR, ADA, Rose, Casper, BSL, Hashpack, DAG, right? And I'm sure there's one more that I'm no, I think I mentioned and EGLD Multiverse X, right? So just wait until you hear, Rose or collaborations amongst those Decentralized Recovery Alliance members, right? Maybe stuff with Rose and XRPL or stuff with Rose and HBAR, right? That's what we're getting excited for, is like this collaboration of that Decentralized Recovery Alliance right there. And Rose at a penny, negative 76% down, 10 billion supply. Small swing could possibly go a long way, especially for a crypto that provides decentralized recovery. We got AXL at 19 cents, negative 76% down, 1.1 billion supply. If you love SHX, you like AXL. If you like XRPL, you love AXL. This thing is the bridge of bridges, it looks like, for AXL at 19 cents now, negative 76% down, 1.1 billion supply. Gotta love Constellation and DAG. Dude, DAG's part of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. Like I've said, man, Constellation, Layer 0 crypto. Can't wait to hear collaborations with the XRPL and Constellation, or HBAR and Constellation, right? Very exciting times indeed. Yeah, Corium, dude. JC, we love Corium at around what is it, like 7 cents, 8 cents with 200 million supply. Corium, dude, so easy for a small swing to go a long way there for Corium, and as well as Sologenic under $1 with millions of supply. You guys definitely got the eyes of the tiger, without a doubt. You guys know what we do, how we do now. You guys are looking for deep reds. Love it. Love it. Yeah, $11 for Corium. Can you believe it? Now 8 cents. Great too. Where can we stake this coin? I think you can stake Corium through the Cosmos ecosystem or through its app that it has. Haven't started staking my Corium yet. I just have mine in my Zamin, but I got to get my Corium to work for me, man. Got to get my Corium to be working for me, especially if it's a 45% staking rate. The Aqua must flow. Got to love Aqua and the 000s. There we go. All the Cosmos stuff goes on Leap Wallet. There you go, AM Wood. There we go. And Kepler, White. I think Kepler and Leap are probably those premier Cosmos ecosystem wallet platforms right there. So yeah, definitely liking Corium there at around that price, man. Use Leap Wallet, Corium, 45% APY. There we go. Thank you, AM Wood. All right, next crypto, next like right here, Fetch AI has been going through a lot of FUD. At 26 cents, 2.7 billion supply. That's to our benefit. Negative 80% down on the year for FET. Rye Guy in the house. What's up, Rye Guy? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you jumping in for another Deep Reds. Appreciate you, dude. Good seeing you. FET, Powerhouse AI Crypto, Pioneer AI Crypto. AI agents are on the platform, right? 26 cents, negative 80% down, 2.7 billion supply for FET. Not looking too bad. And then we go to our next crypto and next like. We have, let me see, 1, 2, 6, 7 more cryptos to go over with you guys today. And I got 7 more minutes for the stream. So let's do this quick. We got Lumia at 14 cents, negative 87% down, 238 million supply. I mean, that's a low supply for a new layer 1 crypto that's on the block, trying to make a name for itself, saying it's the only full cycle RWA chain right here. Lumia looking pretty interesting. Been seeing subliminals of the Lumia logo in the Foundation show that's on Apple TV, but I'm not sure, sometimes you don't want to get too caught away with subliminals, but I was like, oh, that's interesting. But black and white crypto logo has layer 2s on it, has already projects building on top of it. Lumia looking pretty interesting here at 14 cents, negative 87% down, 238 million supply. We're getting deeper and deeper in the deep reds, guys. These cryptos are getting riskier and riskier the deeper we go. Telos, hyperscalable layer 1 crypto at 3 cents, recently got listed on Coinbase, negative 94% down on the year, 12 billion supply. Oh, no. Whoa. I mixed it up with Root here. TLOS at 3 cents, negative 88% down, 480 million supply for TLOS. Looking, pretty easy to get whole numbers of 480 supply crypto right here, negative 88% down. TLOS, Dino Crypto as well has been around for a while. Interested to see where Telos is going to go from here. Also a privacy focused crypto. Very high transactions per second rate. Interested to see what's going to go down with Telos in the bull cycle. Root at 001, the Root network, Metaverse crypto, big XRPL connections right here. 001, negative 94% down, 12 billion supply for the Root here. Then we go into really high risk territory here. Next crypto, next like IrisNet. IrisNet, dude, this crypto, I'm already digging myself out of a hole on this one because it has hit new lows that we have never seen in its history. And I don't know if that's an attempt for them to try to shake us out because this crypto does have People's Bank of China connections, has Hyperledger connections as well. So maybe they're trying to do a big shakeout. I mean, the whole Cosmos ecosystem's been taking a beating, really, except for the some of the new cryptos that have gotten released, like @1 and Photon. But IrisNet here, Iris, IRIS at 0008, negative 94% down. You can stake it, make it work for you, and hope to gosh that IrisNet is not freaking dead, right? But it's looking like a dead project. But man, sometimes I got to call the deep reds out, though. It's, got to call them out because who knows if it is or it isn't officially dead. They're still building. Their website's still active. Their X is still active, right? So there still could be, maybe they've gone silent because they've gotten deals. Who knows? Who knows? But they presented for Hyperledger. They had a really big presence in the Cosmos ecosystem. This could be just maybe a massive shakeout. Who knows? But I just feel like it's in my duty in the deep reds to freaking call this out. Ha ha ha. He said duty, right? Yeah, yes. We all know the Peter Griffin joke. All right. IrisNet 0008, negative 94% down. You can stake it. Hope for the best. 2.1 billion supply. I mean, $5, we can do some damage to that 2.1 billion supply big time. DEAI. DEAI is an interesting AI crypto project that has been developing that has some powerhouse AI projects following it or partnered with it for that matter. Near Protocol, Aptos, Ocean Protocol, and Oasis Protocol, the Blue Rose, partnered with DEAI. It's part of NVIDIA's AI Ignition program. So I like the NVIDIA connections as well for DEAI at 2 cents, negative 95% down, 1 billion supply for DEAI. Very interesting crypto project. It's called 01, but the token ticker is DEAI. So interesting one to keep an eye out for right there. Super deep reds, 95% down, 2 cents, 1 billion supply. Then we got A0, A left 0 at 1 penny, negative 96% down, 520 million supply. The risk is looking like it's baked into the price. I'm just dude, small swing could possibly be life-changing with this one because people think it's dead. Decentralized Recovery Alliance follows them, though. They're part of the Digital Euro Association still with Ripple, Quant, and Electronium. Electronium's another sleeper out there if you guys don't know about Electronium. Smart contracts, 003 crypto. But A0 at a penny, negative 96% down, 520 million supply. I probably don't want to throw more than $5 to $10 at this, but I'll be happy that I have $5 to $10 in there if this thing does turn it around and ends up becoming a freaking powerhouse. So A0 at 1 penny, negative 96% down, 520 million supply. EMC is at the bottom of the pit yet again, man. At the bottom of our deep reds, at the bottom of the dumpster here. Edge Matrix chain with its NVIDIA connections as well at 001, negative 97% down, 414 million supply. Talk about a little swing possibly going a long way there with that type of supply. And at 001s, whew, let's go. Hybrid just kicked in. Okay. That hybrid just kicked in. Let's go. guys, shout out to everybody here who's been supporting the channel. I am so grateful to everyone. If you're watching this later, that would be great if we can get to 30 or 50 likes, or even hit the 25 like range. It looks like we didn't hit it for this stream. You know, looks like the shadow ban is still real on this channel. It just means, you know, the support just really helps us go a long way. And once again, guys, you know I can do a Patreon and give you guys this type of information. I doubt that I would have too many. I doubt that I would have anybody really signing up for my Patreon to begin with, because I don't even have people signing up, like too many people who sign up to be members for this channel. But at the same time, like, this isn't for people who have a lot of money, right? This is like, I'm not trying to, my audience is not for people who have a ton of money, right? Because you already have financial freedom. You already have enough money, right? You're just getting greedy at this point and, like, you know, building up your bags, and good for you, happy for you. But really, it's for the everyday people like me who freaking struggle to get by, but they're crypto rich probably, but they're struggling to get by on the day to day, and they would love to not be able to struggle and also be crypto rich. But, you know, they only got $5 to $10 can aim for cryptos. They don't have $5 to $10 to pay for a freaking Patreon, but they can jump in on a deep red here. And that's really what it's about, man. We don't want the machines to win. We don't want AI to own a majority of these freaking cryptos, man. I want the everyday person to have, you know, access, or, you know, be able to be aware of these digital assets, man. And, you know, maybe that's the reason why we're freaking shadow banned to begin with. Who freaking knows? Where to buy A0? That's a great question, man. I think you can find it. Check out Live Coin Watch and then see where you can get it. I think you could still get it through MXC for A0 AM wood. But yeah, not looking too bad there in terms of the deep reds. All right, guys, I'm going to go over the deep reds again, 2x speed, and then we're going to be heading on out. I am so grateful for everybody's support as always. And in the description below there, if you guys want to mine extra Satoshis with us through the Ember app, you can use the referral code, download the Ember app, start mining Satoshis with us at an extra rate, and just enjoy the good times. Man, I've been just saving up those Satoshis, waiting to just send them over to convert them into drops, right? And it takes a while for them to be sent over to my Coinbase, but I don't care. I'll wait. I mean, I just earn those passively anyway, just by, you know, watching an ad a day and clicking start earning Bitcoin. And then we got our Swash link as well, and referral code there if you guys want to earn some extra Swash while you know, navigating the internet. And then we have our Coinbase ID there if you guys want to donate any crypto to us. You guys are doing so out of your own volition, you know, your own desire to. I will never tell you what to do, but there's an option there, right? So I appreciate everybody's support as always. All right, guys. Render at $2.46, negative 52% down, 644 million supply. Near Protocol at $2.26, negative 51% down, 1.2 billion supply. Filecoin at $1.56, negative 58% down, 2 billion supply. Kava at 13 cents, negative 60% down, 1 billion supply. Graph token at 6 cents, negative 60% down, 10 billion supply. ICP Internet Computer Protocol at $3.14, negative 61% down, 517 million supply. EGLD Multiverse X at $9.87, negative 61% down, 28 million supply. Cody at 3 cents, negative 66% down, 2 billion supply. APT $3.30, negative 67% down, 1.1 billion supply. XX Network at 1 penny, negative 69% down, 1 billion supply. PAC, Hashpack at 1 penny, negative 70% down, 1 billion supply. Python Network at 11 cents, negative 70% down, 10 billion supply. HNT Helium Network at $1.98, negative 72% down, 323 million or 223 million supply. W Wormhole at 7 cents, negative 73% down, 10 billion supply. LSK 21 cents, negative 73% down, 120 million supply. AKT at 63 cents, negative 73% down, 388 million supply. Rose Oasis Protocol at 1 penny, negative 76% down, 10 billion supply. AXL Axelar at 19 cents, negative 76% down, 1.1 billion supply. FET 26 cents, negative 80% down, 2.7 billion supply. Lumia at 14 cents, negative 87% down, 238 million supply. Telos at TLOS at 3 cents, negative 88% down, 480 million supply. Root network at 001, negative 94% down, 12 billion supply. IrisNet at 0008, negative 94% down, 2.1 billion supply. DEAI at 2 cents, negative 95% down, 1 billion supply. A0 at 1 penny, negative 96% down, 520 million supply. EMC Edge Matrix Chain at 001 at the bottom of the deep reds, yet again, negative 97% down, 414 million supply. Guys, those are the deep reds of the day. We try to stream daily at around 3:30 p.m. PST, Monday through Friday. If I stream tomorrow on Saturday or on Sunday, it's going to probably be a random time that I'm streaming at. I'll try to put a notification out there ahead of time so you guys can get ready. And hopefully you guys have the bell hit, so, or, you know, the algorithm doesn't even help us when you do have the bell hit, but, you know, it gives you a better chance than none to jump in on these lives. And if you're watching this video later, I appreciate your support in whatever way you guys show it. I am always grateful. Thank you, Blue Foundation. Thank you, Green Giants. And thank you, Deep Red Alliance. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. We got the golden eyes, and we keep it crypto. I'll see you guys in this magnificent blue castle. Love y'all. I'll keep trying if you guys keep trying. Appreciate y'all. Adios.